Miss Bennett again, and I'm so excited to teach you a new type of writing today. We've been working really hard on narrative writing, which is when you have been writing stories about your lives, small moments of your lives. And today I get to teach you a new type of writing called how-to writing. Now, how-to writing is so exciting because you get to be the expert on something that you know a lot about. So for example, I know a lot of you are really good gymnasts, a lot of you know how to play soccer, a lot of you know how to make beautiful pictures, a lot of you know how to play games. So I know that you will have so many ideas to do your how-to writing. I made a couple of ideas here. I know how to make a cake. I know how to get ready for bed. I know how to play soccer. There's so many fun things that we know how to do. So with this type of writing, you get to be the expert and you get to teach a reader, who is someone who's reading your writing, the steps in doing these fun things that you already know about. So at the top of my poster, I wrote how to writing. I also made notes about important things that we need to include in our how-to writing. So the first thing that we have to always remember about this type of writing is that we tell what to do in steps. So we do that in a certain way when we're writing how-to writing. The way that we do that is we number the steps and we use transition words. So when we number the steps, we can write 1, 2, 3, 4, if there's 4 steps, for example, in your activity that you're teaching someone how to do. But we can also use these very important transition words. See these words that I wrote in green here? These words kind of match the numbers that you write. So for example, if you write the number 1, that would be the first step in teaching someone how to do something. Number 2, you might use the transition word then. So first, then, and then maybe there's another step in your activity, and that would be the third step. So your transition word could be the word next. And then there's always a last step. So the transition word I wrote is last. That would be like the 4th step. Or you could also use the word finally. That would be step 4. In your paper today that you have, your paper will say finally instead of last for the last step. And number 3, it's really important in your how-to writing to include a picture for each step. Because if you were giving your writing to a new reader, they would need to be able to match the picture with your words. So make sure that when you're doing your how-to writing, you include all of these important ideas. So I was talking to my daughter Lila this morning, and we were talking about what I should teach you guys about what example I could use for how-to writing. So we decided to teach you how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So I'm going to show you how I write the steps to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich on the paper that you will have to do your writing. So everyone move your eyes over here. And this is the paper that you will have to do your how-to writing. At the top it says how to blank. So here, I'm going to add the words make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. That's a lot of words. And it says author, I'm going to write Miss B right here, since I kind of ran out of room there. So as you can see, there is a square for you to do the pictures for each one of your steps. So I'm going to start with number 1, like I showed you on the big poster. where my first transition word says first. Zoom in. And I'm going to write first, take out 2 pieces of bread and a butter knife. You don't want to take out a really sharp knife because that would cut you, so be very careful. Then, after I take out my 2 pieces of bread, then we all know we have to add peanut butter to one side of the bread. So I'm going to write, then spread peanut butter onto 1 piece of bread. Okay, I did my first, and then I did my then step. I did my number 1, my number 2, but we still need more steps in making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. We need to add the jelly now. So that will be my step 3. And the transition word next to step 3 is next. So it says next, I'm going to add the words spread the jelly onto the other piece of bread. Okay, so now I'm going to go back and I'm going to reread my writing to make sure it makes sense to a reader, because I don't want them to mess up their peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So first, take out 2 pieces of bread and a butter knife. Number 2, then spread peanut butter onto 1 piece of bread. 3, next, spread the jelly onto the other piece of bread. And number 4, finally, I bet you know what to do. Put the 2 pieces of bread together, right? That's what I'm going to write. Finally, put the 2 pieces of bread together. And you guessed it, eat it. Eat it. Exclamation mark, because now we've made the best peanut butter and jelly sandwich ever. So kindergartners, we are so excited to see your how-to writing. So please be sure to follow all of these steps when you're doing your how-to writing, and when you email your writing to Mrs. Lipke, Mrs. Jimenez, or Mrs. Walsh or Miss Bennett, please share every detail of your writing with your beautiful pictures that match your words. We are so excited to see what you can teach us. Have a wonderful day, and we will talk to you soon. Bye, kindergartners.